Stay cool, Goofy. There's a cop. You're actually legal. You have an inspection sticker and registration, so you're legal. What's up, my friends? How's everybody doing out there in the YouTube world? Today we are going to talk about, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about this 2023 Harley Davidson Lowrider ST, and some of the things I found that I do not care for, and some of the things I found that I do care for. So I am not going to do that, 5 things I hate about the Harley Davidson Lowrider ST, or the 5 things I love about the Lowrider ST. I'm just going to tell you a couple things that, in my opinion, don't work, and a couple things, in my opinion, do work. Now, your opinions could be totally different from what mine are, and that's fine. Because you know what? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. So, alright. First off, overall, I like this motorcycle. Now, I've ridden it for 800 miles or so. Yeah, I know. I haven't put a lot of miles on the bike. You know, with the weather and shit to do on the weekend. I got family obligations, you know. Life in general, guys. And even if I were to ride this motorcycle every day to work, there'd only be 100 miles a week. Because I only live 10 miles from my work. So it's kind of a short commute, but it's my commute. So anyway, one of the things I like about this bike, and I explained in the why I bought this bike video, why I bought this bike, but one of the things I like about this bike is the looks. It looks nice. It's a hot looking bike. It's, dare I say, sexy. I will say that. I'm not going to dare. I will say that. So yeah, it's a sexy bike. Overall looks are awesome. Now, I know a lot of people are triggered by the 2 different size bags. Dude, I could give you shit less. That don't bother me at all. I don't have that OCD problem where everything's got to be symmetrical and all that other bullshit. I don't care. The bag worked for me. The bags work for me, so that's all that matters. Another thing I like is, and I said it before, the 117, the power. In its stock form, just stock, it puts out decent power. And I'm coming from the Kawasaki Vaquero 1700, and this is pumping out, yeah, it's definitely pumping out more power, and the response is different, and yes, so I am very pleased with the power plant that this motorcycle comes with. And then once you get rid of the stock exhaust, it actually starts to sound like a Harley. So the Milwaukee 8 117 I'm pleased with. So now let's go to there's another cop. Jeez. So I had to stop, make sure I stopped fully at the stop sign for that cop. So you just overall look though. Now the next thing I like is the handling on this one. The handling is great. For a cruiser motorcycle, the handling is awesome. Again, coming from the Vaquero, which is roughly 120 pounds heavier than this motorcycle, and the Vaquero was decent in handling, but this definitely handles better than the Vaquero, hands down. So a lot of things I'm going to say here, I'm going to compare it to the Vaquero because that's what I have comparison to, because that's what I've been riding prior to this motorcycle. So let's see, another thing, the fuel economy. All right, now could just be a fluke, but the first time I filled up the tank and actually calculated the miles per gallon of what I was getting, and like I said, this could be a fluke, but my math was right. I checked it 3 times. I was averaging 50 miles to the gallon on this motorcycle, 5-gallon tank. So now the next time I did it, I was only averaging like 43, 44. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I know my Vaquero said it was on a dash, it said it was getting 41 or whatever it was, but it wasn't. It was maybe getting 35. So yeah, that wasn't accurate at all. So right there are some of the things I like about this motorcycle. Okay, so now there's only a couple things that I don't really like about this motorcycle. And the number one thing I do not like about this motorcycle are these fucking mirrors. They suck. You look in the mirror, all you see is your arms and your shoulders. It's fucking horrible. You gotta move your head over like that to actually see anything that's in the fucking mirror. It's terrible. When you got your hands on the bars, when you got your hands on the fucking grips, you don't see anything behind you but your arms. You know, and I know they make replacements, but you shouldn't have to. They should put you shouldn't have to spend the money to replace the mirrors. They should put better, longer mirrors on here to begin with, so you don't have to do that bullshit. So that's the first thing. The first thing I'm not happy with. The second thing I'm not happy with. The mid controls are not bad. Okay, the placement is a little high. If I could get another 1 or 2 inches down, that's what she said. You know, like a 1.5 inch drop. And I think I heard somebody say they do make a way you can drop your pegs down a little bit. I haven't looked into it yet, but while I am getting used to the higher pegs than what I've been used to, you know, coming from floorboards to going back to pegs, it's, you know, it is a you got to get used to it. You know, it is an adjustment you got to make. So that's not bad. Like I said, aside from the fact that 1 or 2 inches down would be better off, and I get why they're up high. You get more ground clearance and blah blah blah, yada yada yada, all that bullshit. And so another thing. So the other thing I'm okay with, but at times it's a pain in the ass, is the gauge. This gauge. When it's overcast like it is right now and not that bright out, you can read it perfectly. It's fine. It's awesome. It's when it's bright and sunny out, you can get a glare off of it, and sometimes it is hard to read. So that's one thing. I don't know if you can get like a cover for it, if they make a cover for it, so it, you know, gives it a little hood on it to keep the glare down. Who knows? I'm sure somebody's got some shit out there for it. You know, they make everything else for a Harley. So yeah, overall, that's like 3 things that I don't like. Again, I say the bags don't bother me. I have no issue with the bags. I did have to get a smaller lunchbox to fit in the bags, but I do believe that I would have had to get a smaller lunchbox because my original lunchbox would have not fit in a Road Glide saddlebag, because a buddy of mine had an Ultra and tried it out in his, and the lunchbox would not fit in the Ultra saddlebag. So even if I would have gotten a Road Glide, I would have had to get a smaller lunchbox to fit the saddlebags. So I'm good with that. That's fine. Yes, I mean, that's it. You know, do I want the handlebars a little further up? Yes. Can I get risers for that? Yes. Am I going to eventually? Yes, I will get a set of risers for these to bring the handlebars up, maybe up to here, a couple inches. Here I go again with a couple more inches. So yeah, it's but it's not bad stock. Like, I can live with it stock. It's not one thing I have to change right away. So, yeah, I mean, other than Harley putting incandescent bulbs still on a fucking motorcycle in 2023, which in the last video, one of the last videos you guys saw that I changed them out anyway, so that doesn't matter. Oh yeah, other thing, I want to talk about the seat, the stock seat real fast. Okay, I switched out my stock seat for my Whiplash Gambler that I got on Facebook Marketplace. So the stock seat is not horrible. I will say that it's not horrible at all. The biggest problem I had with the stock seat was not comfort. It was comfortable, it was fine. The biggest problem I had with it was under acceleration or under braking, I was sliding back and forth. It had no grip, it was smooth, it didn't really have a big upsweep in the back to keep you in place. So with the Whiplash, with the Gambler seat, it's more like a step-up seat, like a Saddleman step-up, and it keeps you in place, at least on acceleration. But yes, the stock seat, it is slick, and especially if I'm in these work pants, these work cargo pants, it's even like, for whatever reason, it feels a lot slippery, a lot more slippery than if I'm wearing jeans. So there's just a few things that I like and I do not like about this bike. Overall, I'm very happy with my purchase. I like the fact that there are a shit ton of things you can get for this motorcycle. A shit ton. Like, everybody and their brother makes a fucking aftermarket part for a Harley, and it's all fucking plug and play, and it's very simple and easy. Whereas a lot of metric bikes, you have a hard time with that. That was one of the things I was running into with the Vaquero. Everything had to be custom. Everything had to be done. You would buy a universal part and you would have to change it, customize it a little bit to make it fit your bike, and that sucks. So the fact of the matter is that this is customizable is awesome. So, all right guys, that's all I got for you. There are some of the things I like and I dislike about the 2023 Harley Rider, about the 2023 Harley Davidson Lowrider ST. Damn, can I actually talk? It's been a long week. All right guys, so until next time, my friends, y'all stay safe and y'all love one another. Peace.